I want to do this video before I leave en français, France, to go to Sicily, because I want to dispel some myths about what people think about France. So I've been in France this time for 10 days, and I will be back at the end of my 3 months in Europe. And I want you to know, it's not what you think, what you've heard. You've got to experience it. So this time I went to the south of France, which I've never been before. I've only been to Paris, Reims, which is the Champagne area, and where else? That's it. I haven't been anywhere else. Here's what I have found. Things are changing in France, and I have met, I would say 99% of the people I've met know English. Today was really funny because I was asking in French at the train station. I'm drinking champagne, of course. Which train to get on? And she very politely said, she was a French resident, please speak in English. She didn't say anything about me murdering French, which I was doing. Anyway, thank God she could tell me. So a lot more people know English. So don't assume they don't. Say, parlez-vous anglais? Of course, you want to know if they do know English. Some people don't. The very few people that didn't help me when I asked for directions, 1%. It's not significant to me because, of course, they have that option to not help women coming up to them they don't know. I later found out I was doing that at the train station in Paris, and there was an announcement about watch out for pickpockets, and then I later found out that that's what pickpockets do. They ask you for directions. Or not, maybe not directions, but they just act chummy like I do with everyone, and ask you, act familiar, which I thought was funny. Yeah, sure, there are pickpockets. I don't know what kind of statistics. Maybe more in Paris, because that's one of the top destinations to visit in the world, and I would not go because of that. I did have a fabulous time. However, this time it was pretty cold and bleak, so that did affect me. 32 degrees Fahrenheit is pretty cold for me. So I didn't do everything I wanted to do, but I still had a wonderful time. Hopped on the train, stayed, I'll give you a tip, stay near the train stations. So you can just walk to the train station. You don't have to bother with taking a taxi. Real easy. So here's what I did new this time. I went to Paris, stayed for a couple of nights, and then hopped on the train to Nice, to the French Riviera. Oh my God. I would live here. This place is incredible. I don't know what it's like in summer, but in winter, it's absolutely fantastic. The weather's mild. It's between high 40s to low 60s, high 50s. I got in the water today. I'll show you. I went to Ville France. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it was so funny when she said speak English, because I'd love to know more French. It's a beautiful language. Anyway, what I want to say is it's not what people have told you. Young people are, well, not just young people. A lot of people know English. I went to a Marché Provençal in Antibes, which is another town on the French Riviera. Okay, here's the thing on the French Riviera. There's all these little towns connected by the train and bus. So you can just hop on and have a completely different experience. I recommend staying in Nice because it's connected to everything. All the transportation is great. Lots of grocery stores. I've been cooking and getting amazing croissants, and the people that I'm renting the tiny apartment from know English. Thank God. They've really helped me a lot. So, and I can get water, filtered water in the reception area, and coffee. You know, when you're traveling by yourself, this might not be true if you're traveling with someone else, but when you're traveling by yourself, it's really nice to get help and find out how to get to the airport without taking a taxi. They know. So I highly recommend giving France a chance if you want to go here. It's an incredible country, and I'll definitely be back to the French Riviera because it's got a lot to offer. It's beautiful in the winter. It's affordable. The food is delicious. I've been cooking in my apartment and getting such high quality food. It's not as expensive as you think. So if you want to know what your costs would be, if you want to do a one-on-one session with me, get in touch below or just send me an email, mary@bartnikowski.com, and we can get your itinerary going. But I'm so glad I came because flying direct to Paris from San Francisco, no stops, nothing, on French B, then taking the fast train to Nice down here, and then flying to Sicily next. A lot of options. The train can be overwhelming, yes, but I'm learning it, and you will stay young this way. Because when you learn new things, you keep your spirit alive. And the reason I travel is because I get awestruck. I was gasping today. There were so many wonderful things I saw. So keep in touch. Share, like, subscribe. Go over to my Substack. That's where I have a lot of stories about places I've been. True stories about adventures I've been in that you can take too at any age. Don't ever feel like you're too old to do anything and you wish you had done it when you were younger. I've been to 34 countries in the past 19 years, and I'm going to go to more. So thanks for coming on over, and if you have any questions, let me know.